I understand that you know a bit about the teachings of Jesus.
Some, yes. I have read and thought about the parables of Jesus for some time now.
What is a parable?
A parable was a short story that Jesus used to teach those people he was speaking to a lesson about life and God's love. He used these stories because people of his time often could not read, and so used stories to educate themselves and others.
So the stories were in their language and easy to understand.
Yes, they were. That is why sometimes we don't really understand the lesson today, because we aren't farmers, fishermen, or even beggars.
So what is your favorite parable?
My favorite parable? That is a hard question, because they are all so good. Let me see. Oh yes, I know. The parable of the Good Samaritan. In this story, a biker was traveling in the countryside on his motorbike when he had an accident. He was thrown off his bike and landed by the side of the road. A farmer passed and saw the bike and said, "That serves you right for always traveling so fast down these roads," and so he continued on without helping. Soon after, a vicar from a local church was passing. He saw the man and said, "I would love to stop and help, but I need to get to the church to carry out a wedding. When I get there, I promise to send help." And then he drove off without helping. The biker lay there by the side of the road thinking that soon he would die, when he heard a puttering noise. It stopped beside him, and a person soon was standing looking down at him. The biker instantly recognized the person as a moped driver. Now you should know that bikers and moped drivers do not get along.
What happened?
The moped driver bent down and began to use some first aid to help the biker. When the biker was comfortable, the moped driver then rang for an ambulance using his cell phone. He waited with the biker until the ambulance came, and then when the biker was about to be taken to hospital, he leaned over and quietly spoke to the biker.
What did he say?
He told the biker not to worry about his motorbike. He would organize for it to be taken to a mechanic and to be fixed and delivered to the hospital for when the biker had healed. The Vicky was amazed. "Why would you do this for me?" he asked. "Because although we ride different objects underneath, we are still the same, and if I had crashed, I would hope someone would stop and help me," replied the moped driver.
Wow. Did Jesus really say it like that?
No. In his story, the biker was a traveler who had been beaten up while traveling in the countryside. But we don't really walk in the countryside, so I changed it to suit our times.
So what was the point of the story?
The point is that all of us are the same, and we should treat each other as we would want to be treated. Jesus emphasized this when he gave the commandment in Luke 10 verse 27, when he said, "To love the Lord your God with all your heart, strength and mind, and your neighbor as yourself."
Well, that's deep. Would you mind if we looked a little bit more about his?
No problem, but let's go grab a Coke. I'm dying of thirst. I think there is a McDonald's around the corner.
Great, but I don't have any money.
Don't worry, I make sure you don't starve.